Welcome to La Chapelle station. This station is elevated on line 2 and it's between Gare du Nord and Gare de l'Est, and it's named after the boulevard of the same name, which is down below. And it's pretty nice. The Port Dauphine service. Welcome to Jaurès metro station. We're on the line 7bis platforms. So bis means twice or again in Latin. And we got the Louis Blanc train. The station also connects to lines 2 and 5. It sounds a bit like the Jubilee line trains. And the junction for loop is at Botsari, and the one end of the line is quite similar to line 10, but the only difference is that this is a full loop and not like a one direction loop. It is a one direction loop in the middle sections, but it turns around at its loop terminus. And I like these trains. They make a nice sound when you loop. And it's a bit like the Jubilee line trains, which sound like this. I'll splash one on the screen. Here at Botsari, this is the junction for the loop. You can see the other platform through this wall. Why is there like a bucket, but no spare seats? Surely that can be a spare seat. Jeff suggested that in his video. And here's where we break off from the loop. You can't... Yeah, there's a wall separator, but we're now on our own. And I'll explain the magic between both bis lines. I like these trains. As I said, here's the map. Showing it starts at New Dock, where there's a cross-platform interchange with line 7. And then the loop line, around, and back. Around the corner to place the fan. This is where I'm getting off. To change towards line 11, which in turn will take me to 3bis. Here at Place de Fête, there's an island platform, but only one of the platforms is used here. And I'll explain the magic between both bis lines. So the 7bis and 3bis are connected by a secret piece of track that was used to test rubber tire trains. And it has a ghost station named Axo, and that was never opened. But having plans to link those two lines into a line 19 or a line 20 has frequently come up in recent years and will probably happen. And we'll head up to line 11 now. I'll fast forward. Here's the map. So you can tell the written section of the loop from the station is highlighted by this faded green. Here's the map to line 11, or the sign to line 11, I should say. Marie de Lilas. And here, this is the only way to connect between the two lines. So, Port de Lilas, 3bis. Here's our train. we're at Port de Lilas. We're gonna drop down to line 3bis, which is the shortest line on the Paris Metro by far, at only 1 kilometer long. But it has 2 intermediate stations, with Port de Lilas and Gambetta, in total making it 4 stations, which is still shocking. And there are additional set of platforms here on that ghost line between 7bis and 3bis here, but that is only used as a filming location, similar to the Charing Cross Jubilee line platforms. There's a gate line here, and here's a map. So you only have Sant Fargo, Pelleport and Gambetta. That's it. Just 4 stations on this line.
Voyageurs de la ligne 14, attention. Jusqu'au mois d'avril, la ligne est totalement fermée du lundi au jeudi, en soirée à partir de 22h et toute la journée et week-end. Consultez le calendrier des fermetures affiché en station, ainsi que les applis Île-de-France Mobilité.
Go to the platforms. The train goes around the loop here. Oh my god, graffiti. Ugh. And the loop there feels a bit like the Kennington loop on the Northern Line. And that loop goes underneath the Line 11 platforms. And I'll board this train and head to Gambetta, but it's a really nice secret. And Line 3bis was only created in the 70s as part of the rerouting of Line 3. And Line 3 now terminates east of the Périphérique instead of inside it here. Okay, God, these handle trains. They're gonna go soon, so pretty good. Alright, anyway, you see this baby got Port Lilas, Sant Fargo, Pelleport, which is Metro's actual definitively used station, and then Gambetta, where it connects with Line 3. And here's the interior of the trains. Pretty nice. I would describe 3bis as the Waterloo and City line of the Paris Metro. Leaving Port de Lilas. I'm pretty sure you can see the cinema station. There's the tracks for cinema station. Here at Sant Fargo. definitive least used Paris metro station. But it switches between this station and Église-du-Theil. I consider Église-du-Theil to be the least used. Approaching Gambetta station, and there's so much history to this station and lore as well. Welcome to Gambetta station on line 3bis, and this station was actually originally part of line 3 only, with these platforms only existing. But with the historic routing of line 3 in the 70s, so it's a Galeni, I think it's called, they make these platforms as part of 3bis, and oh, this train is going to leave. So originally, before Gambetta's modernization in the 70s, these platforms of Gambetta were the only ones, and the tracks actually used to continue further and went onto the existing line 3 platforms and went to an abandoned station called Martin Newdown, I think it was. And that closed during Gambetta's modernization, but you can clearly see where the remnants of that station were. And new platforms of Gambetta for line 3 were built during the modernization, and these platforms were kept, but were classified as a new line, 3bis. That's Pelleport in the distance. You can see Pelleport in the distance. Pelleport is one of a few classic metro stations which has a lift. There's another train. And a train terminating here. then that train goes around the loop. God, look at this track. It's very deep. The middle of it, it's so deep. The trains can't even balance on it, I don't think. But anyways, we're heading over to line 3. The track used to continue further and went towards Martin Newdown. When that closed, a new set of Gambetta platforms were built. Look, this tunnel, we're walking along the original alignment. It's a bit of abandoned infrastructure, this line, or this metro. And you can see line 3. Look at this massive cavern. Where that train is Martin Newdown Station, or was where Martin Newdown Station used to be. It's cool.